Welcome back, everyone, to Disco Elysium. It is time for us to investigate this hanged corpse. Do they always do that, Kim? They do after 7 days, yes. We're deep into decomposition territory here. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decay, veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch appears industrial in strength. Inspect the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are probably not boots, they're armor. Possibly part of a larger set. Indeed, with his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. What kind of armor is this exactly? Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely. This is where the make would be. Where? Under the here. Fairweather. Fairweather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals? Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they hadn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. He nods towards Kuno. Maybe he'll know something. If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. Why does my mortal coil need protecting? Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death. Understood. This material looks out of place here. It is. It's expensive. The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years' wages. For a northwest region of Revachol, an average officer's yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank. Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real? Ka-ching, baby! By ka-ching, do you mean... Let's not log them as evidence. Let's steal them? No, that's not what I meant. Of course. How could this man afford to wear such expensive hardware? That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay. He's like pretty advanced for a security guard. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard could afford. Knock on the boot. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly your biceps coil up, your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch. Sounds fragile. It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See? Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them together. Like whorls of a floorboard, the designs look organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. What does it remind me of? If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-section would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into even more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton where you notice. The whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. Looks like we have a serial number, Kim. Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and number. That's something. We can use the radio in my Kanema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us. Inspect the belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks a thirst to you. What? Vermilion. In yellow letters along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery. This is a bad time for a drink, right? Extremely. Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo. Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. Apparently this is for reinforced kind, for air transport. My brain tells me so. He nods. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get that sense they used whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. So we're assuming the dock workers from the harbor did it? I'm still approaching this as a lynching, so yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You? Makes sense. Believably mundane. 70% of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. But his belt worries me. I sure want him to stay up there. Rope is reinforced with steel wiring. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring. He rises to inspect the noose. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I assumed. How did he even get up there? A noose is one of those things that's easy to use one way around. He points to the buckle tying to the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. Could be. The shape of the branch supports that theory. Back off and look at the corpse again. Inspect the tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. Is this a national pattern? Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship, but which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure. Half-light. The pattern does not stir patriotic or religious sentiment in you. What it does is speak to the wounded, limping animal, the male in particular, unable to communicate in anything more than grunts. It's impossible to tell if its advice is right or wrong. I'm missing something here. So am I. A sun ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminum from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera? Let the lieutenant work. Shit, Kuno, what the fuck is that? An instant color camera. He produces 2 metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. And then a sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out. Cool machine. Yes. He slides the camera closed and tucks it away into his belt. It is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this man was of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Could I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes. Look him in the eye. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Tell me who you are, dead man. The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you asked him. Who is he? A male 40 to 50 with an athletic build. Squint and take a step back. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Observe. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. His face and hands are pink, thighs too. I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up to his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration there. Relax your eyes. The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color coursing with dark, dabbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and into his boot. So what do you think? He was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. Agreed. He points to the belt, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. Could it still be he was moved after death? There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. Something coming out of him. A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it drop by drop. The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. Fuck he's saying? Ugh. We got lucky. Did we? I don't feel lucky. He's beaten up. Do you see the bruises? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents here have made our jobs harder with their little sport. Alright, back off, catch my breath. How do we get him down? Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down. Yeah, the preliminary examination is done for. Task complete. The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought. Getting the body down. Could saw the branch. Climb up there and saw the branch. Yeah, that seems pretty dangerous. There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down off of trees. Maybe we could shoot him down? Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off! How? Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim. Where? Oh yes, I see. If the shot hits there, there might be a chance to release the belt. Wait. Let me try. The man's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said. Say nothing. Let him choose. He uses a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring sticks, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A990 Armistice mass-produced muzzle loader. Ascetic frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then stops back, assumes the Falstini's position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His fingers on the trigger. Shoot that motherfucker down. The kid's voice is drowned out in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself, God damn it. Fucking idiot! It's okay, man. Oh, Kuno feels sorry for the binoclard. The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at his gun in his hand. Try again tomorrow, maybe? No, we're lucky as it is we didn't break anything. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that. What now? I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. I could try to shoot him down myself. It's as bad as it is. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't the victim. I'm gonna need your gun. Oops. Officer, why do we only have one gun? Remember when I told you I didn't have my badge or uniform with me? I don't have my gun either. That's even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station about this as soon as possible. Try not to lose this one, please. Feel the weight. Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Shut up. Close your left eye first. The slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. My chance is too low, and I don't want to fuck anything up. I agree. Enough gunslinging today. We'll find another way to get the body down. Ooh. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Was ist das? What is this? It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against the shack. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material? Because there's a secret door behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door. Needless to say, perception is something we'll be pumping a lot of points into. What is this then? A tool shed? We should investigate. Certainly. We can use this route to get into the harbor by climbing up the jacket. I'm going to investigate our other options first. An empty tomb of magnesolam magnesium supplements. Huh. Cured pig's head. Looks mummified. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Be still, my sweet beating heart. It's amphetamine, sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean. Someone's been taking narcotics in here. Perhaps the police should interfere? Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use. Get out of the way or get fucked up, says the poster. Ooh. What? I ain't afraid of taking a little kid's fucking spare change. I'll take his lunch money. I don't give a fuck. I'm a big adult with 130 real debt to pay. So I could use that to get into the harbor, but I'm going to leave that as sort of like a last resort. There are some other options I'd like to investigate first. And some other areas up here I'd like to look at. Ooh, some Nosafed. Ooh, who's ready for something industrial? If I had a bag, I'd be able to pick up those bottles and then redeem them later, but I don't have a bag, so I can't do that. This doorway is gonna collapse soon. Restoration pillars keeping the ruins together. Ooh, a postcard. What do you do with postcards? Sell them mostly. I mean, you can collect them all if you want. I ain't gonna say no. Still, before we grab that coat, let's use the radio. I am pretty fond of my disco-ass blazer, after all. There are a zillion different articles of clothing, so don't be afraid to mix and match. Show your style. Oh, wait, I should ask Kuno some questions about the body.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Kuno, I found your shack. You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack? It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? I phase shifted through the roofing material. Shit, get the fuck out of here. You can't do that. He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck you again. Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How'd you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? What's the tube of magnesium, Kuno? It's a vitamin pig, don't you know? He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was. It's magnesium, right? Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through it like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a barrel. Don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you. Come on, it's just a magnesium. Don't mystify it. You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything, like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo. I found a plate covered in powder residue. You know anything about it? That's how Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig. Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eye. What's up with the pig head? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. It's kind of shit. What? What is this shit? Fucking on yourself? This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there. Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this? Well played. No one saw that coming. I have a question about the crime scene. What's in the greenhouse over there? Dunno. Kipped-ass gardener used to work there. Kipped is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminoese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore. Hold on, the gardener used to work there? Huh. Yeah, her. I should ask her about that. About gardening in March. Ever climb up the ladder? So you would say the ladder is unclimbable. Got it. Let's discuss the body. Where's the rest of his armor? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. How come? Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. He drills his temple with his fingers in some strange aggressive gesture. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuma threw that shit away. Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for it. You're just too small for it. Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's fucking huge. What are you, fucking 80? When Kuno's 80, Kuno could fit 4 of you in. Kuno, fuck out of here. So you threw it away? Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit into the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You want to fuck on something about that armor? Go fuck the mustached Union fuck, the jolly troubadour shit at the gates. Troubadour? Yeah, cock and boots. You know, that jolly Union cow fucker. Come around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here, pretending like he likes cows, trying to peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gates. Ask him yourself. Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information? And you're just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart? Kuno's doing charity day. Kuno's day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now. Still seems suspicious. You throwing rocks at him? Fuck you talking about? What's this contusion shit? A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks you left in the stones of the corpse. Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? You hear the lieutenant hum? Got it. Let's boogie. Goddamn. Okay. So, if I raise one of my abilities... So if I raised empathy, I would be able to get another roll on Kuno. Issue being, I only have 2 empathy points that I can allocate. That's my learning cap for empathy. So if I level it up twice and then fail an empathy roll, I don't get another fucking retry. So in my experience, it's generally best to gather and round up as many failed checks as you can. And I have a postcard. And an instant photo of the tattoos. Next time, we call the station on the radio. Oh boy.